Hi there, I'm Rick Olderman, physical therapist and author of Pain Patterns, Why You Are in Pain and How to Stop It. And if you've been dealing with chronic pain, you might not realize how your brain's programming habits are keeping you stuck. But the good news? You can reprogram them. This is the 15th video in my Pain Patterns series. If you haven't watched the earlier videos, I highly recommend starting from the very beginning. Each one builds on the last, helping you understand the full picture of your pain patterns. Those links are below. Today, we'll explore how your brain's bias, those automatic habits it clings to, can reinforce pain. Plus, I'll share a simple test to uncover this bias and explain how changing your patterns can help you heal. Let's dive in. Let me share Neville's story. He had been dealing with chronic back pain for 3 years. Through evaluation, we discovered his walking pattern, combined with retroverted femurs, which I discussed in the Chapter 10 video, was feeding his pain. Initially, Nevell resisted changing how he walked because it felt so unnatural. But once he realized that walking correctly immediately reduced his pain, he was able to shift his perspective. Within 3 weeks of practicing his new gait, Nevell's back pain disappeared completely. His success shows how powerful it is to break old habits, even when it feels unfamiliar at first. In my Pain Patterns book and in these videos, I've explained how we're built that contributes to certain pain patterns at the root of our chronic pain. In the Chapter 4 video, I introduced the brain and briefly discussed how it works to reinforce pain patterns. If you've started fixing some of the issues I've been discussing, you might have found some surprising resistance from yourself. Today's video will help you understand more completely why you are in pain or why it's so difficult to get out of it. Let's get started. Now let's test your brain with a simple exercise, the hand-clasping test. Clasp your hands together naturally as if praying. Look down and notice which thumb and fingers are on top. This probably feels effortless and familiar. Now unclasp your hands and reclasp them with the opposite thumb and fingers on top. Try not to look. Keep your hands clasped like this for a couple of minutes. How does it feel? Probably awkward or wrong, even though nothing is actually wrong. This discomfort comes from your brain's habit of doing things a certain way. When you switch it up, your cerebellum, the part of the brain responsible for habitual movements, sends signals to your cortex saying, "Stop! Wait, this is different." And then often another part of the brain will judge different as bad. And then another part of the brain will create an emotional tag with this, such as, "I hate this," or "This is frustrating," "This is stupid," "This is useless," and so on. But here's the takeaway. Different doesn't mean bad, especially when it comes to breaking pain patterns. Different is often exactly what you need in order to heal, because doing this same old thing again and again is probably what got you here in the first place. Your brain is wired for short-term success, prioritizing efficiency over long-term health. The habits stored in your cerebellum, like how you walk, sit, stand, and posture strategies, might be harming you without you realizing it. Even though the body can heal itself in about 3 months, chronic pain persists because your habits keep feeding it in the same damaging pain patterns. Changing these habits will feel awkward at first, just like clasping your hands differently. But with time and repetition, new habits can replace the old ones, reducing pain and tension. What will hopefully keep you coming back is that your pain decreases steadily with these new habit changes. Breaking old habits isn't easy, but external reminders can help. Switch your watch or bracelet to the opposite wrist. Every time you notice it, use that moment to check your posture or movement patterns or whatever you're trying to change. Use small stickers like the garage sale dots on objects that trigger your pain patterns, like a sink or a desk or a car dashboard. These visual cues can remind you to slow down and move differently. The key is to approach these changes objectively. Instead of judging a new movement as wrong, observe how it feels and whether it reduces your pain. Reprogramming your brain's habits is one of the most powerful tools for overcoming chronic pain, but it takes patience and persistence. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to help others discover these insights. And for step-by-step guidance to transform your pain patterns, get my book, Pain Patterns: Why You Are in Pain and How to Stop It. The Amazon link is below, and it can be found on my website too at www.rickolderman.com. I'll see you soon for the next video, where I'll show you how I've applied all this information to solve some very stubborn pain.